You got the full
Hi,
thing.
Strength Seekers, and anyone else that's lucky enough to watch this video. Welcome to my 6-part 2025 goal setting series. And I'm really excited for this because I know it's the end of January, okay? We're a little bit late getting in there, but that's okay, because what often happens is people get to the start of January and they think, gung-ho, let's go. And research shows that lasts about, to be honest, 17 days, right? So we're past the 17th of January. We're going to go strong from today. All right. So this is my lovely strength seeker, friend and guinea pig goal setting, Sue. And Sue's here to pull me up on some questions when I start going on about my 6 steps, because often whatever Sue or whoever's listening is thinking is the same as what Sue no doubt will ask.
Yep,
all right. So Sue doesn't really know what's coming. And the point of this goal setting series is not to sit here like Sue and I without pen and paper. What I want you to do straight away and is go and get your pen and paper. Okay, so this is not just rattling around in your head, because the first thing I'm going to tell you is that a goal is a dream written down. So if you have a goal in your head or a dream, or I'd really love to do this in 2025, right?
Yep.
If that stays in your head, it's not a goal. It has to be written down. So go and get your pen and paper and make some notes, okay? When this video is finished, what we're going to do is you're going to write the story, which I'm about to explain what that is. It's very simple steps. Like I said, it's 1 step per week for 6 weeks in a row. Yep. This is step number 1. Now, if you've been following along on the Facebook site page, not even our page, our group, you'll know that I did ask you what is one professional and one personal goal that you have for 2025. And right off the bat, Sue, I'd like to say that if you have too many goals, if I said to you, look, Sue, this year, I want to lose 10 kilos, I want to win the world championships, I also want to become an expert podcaster, okay, that's 3 big goals. What would you say to me? Or what would you think?
I think that's probably 2 goals too many.
So if you're choosing a lot of goals, okay, that's overwhelming.
Yeah.
And when something becomes overwhelming,
you give up.
You stop, okay? So that's why we're going to really sit down today and think about, I want by the end of this 5 minutes or however long this goes for, I want you to think, I want you to have 1 personal and 1 professional goal. And if that's all you get out of this session, that's great.
If I could just ask, what do you mean by professional? Because I'm retired and I think that it's work or something. Yeah.
Okay, so professional in Sue's case, maybe something that she really wants to achieve outside of her person, her mindset, for example, outside of who is Sue. So your identity.
Yep.
Okay, you might want to learn a new skill or get better at something that you're currently doing because you don't have a job. We could consider this professional for Sue.
Yep.
So what would that be? If you think about something that you'd love to achieve or learn that's not like, for example, become more consistent in my journaling. That would be a goal, for example, but that's more like a personal goal.
So if I said I would just like to do my Olympic weightlifting to a better level, to a higher level, would that be like a professional goal?
It would be for you because Sue doesn't go to work each day, right? Or she's not trying to become the next world best podcaster or whatever it may be. I'm using that because that was one of my goals in 2024, which I'd like to say I did achieve.
Yeah.
So what we're going to do is we're going to get our piece of paper out. And so Sue's first goal, her 1 professional goal, which she's already identified because I gave her a bit of a heads up, is to, what was it, Sue?
I would like to snatch, you want the specific goal? Yeah, snatch, say 22 kilos and clean and jerk 32 kilos before the end of the year. Okay,
so Sue's identified very important parts of goals there. She's very specific in what she wants to achieve. 22 and 32 are very specific numbers.
And to me, very realistic as well.
Okay, realistic.
Yeah.
So we all know the old goal thing, the SMART goals. All right. So she's doing 22, 32. She knows she's capable of that, but it's still a goal that that she's going to have to work really hard for.
Yeah. It's going to be hard.
Yeah, you need to get the goal that's not ridiculously so hard that it may be out of your realm, but not too easy that you don't have to strive.
No.
Okay? And then she's also got a time frame, because if you don't have a time frame, then your goal will it'll just be like a boat in the wind or a leaf floating through the sky, because you don't need more time, you need a deadline.
So if I reached my goal, say, in 6 months instead of 12 months, do I then reassess my goal?
Yeah, you reassess your goal, 100%. So just because you get your goal halfway through the year and you thought it was going to be 12 months, that's okay, you reassess your goal. So today we're writing down one personal and one professional goal. Sue, would you be able to tell us what a personal goal of yours might be? It doesn't have to actually be it, but what could you think of?
I would personally like to improve my mindset and my belief in what I am able to do. It's no good saying I would like to lift this and lift that if I don't believe I can lift it. Is that a personal goal?
That is a personal goal. So increase my self-belief.
Yeah.
So your personal goals will, like I said at the start, often come back to values that you have.
Yep.
So so what I want you to do right now is I want you to start it off with this. I want you to write it down like a story. Okay? It's not dot point, increase my self-belief, dot point, 22/32 December. Okay?
Yep.
That's not a story.
No.
That's just taking notes. So I want you to pretend you're telling your child or your best friend the story of, in 2025, actually, let's go, 2025 is the year I ... 2025, write it down, is the year I, and then I want you to tell me the story, one for each thing, one personal, one professional. Tell me the story of your goal. Okay?
Right. Yep.
So the story, when we do storytelling, Sue, do we just like state the facts? Like, do you read a story and the story's just, little Jimmy went and did a whole heap of mindset training and he achieved his goal?
No, there'd be a lot of emotion in there for me. I'd be saying, and I was going for my PB of the day and I was really nervous and I felt a bit sick and a bit worried that I wasn't going to do it, so I needed to tell myself that this was my opportunity, for example, and so
that's what you can do. You can do it in the past tense. You can say, in 2025, I insert your goal. I want you to say that you've achieved it, and I want you to tell us the story of how you achieved that goal. So write it story-like. So we're talking 1 or 2 paragraphs or more if you love telling stories. Okay? So that's our first task for this week.
Yep.
Paper, pen. In 2025, or 2025 was the year when and then write your achieved, or, whatever it may be, whatever your goal is, write 2 different stories for me, one personal, one professional. All sentences and no dot points. Okay? So that's step number 1. Stay tuned for step number 2. And what I'd really love everyone to do as well, once you've done that, is I want you to comment done on this post in Strength Seekers. Because once we know you're done, we can then have a little conversation on, we might even be able to say what some of our goals are, which we can inspire each other. Okay? So happy writing, pen, paper, 2 stories. I'll be checking in a couple of days. Stay strong.
Go for it, guys. All goals are good.